What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I actually wasn't going to do a video on this, but I thought, you know what, this is going to be super useful for you crown boys. Okay, let's just jump in real quick. As you know, this is my crown, the big boat, right? Now, my fitment is pretty cool. The back, see that? That's pretty mint. It's pretty mint. Front wasn't that great. I'll show you over here. So obviously we're jacked up in the air, and that is kind of like flush-ish because we're jacked up in the air. But it's very, very different from the back, right? So I had some spaces. Now, I had some spaces, these ones here. You know what? Let's roll the intro. I'll tell you all about it. All right, back here we are. They had these spaces because my wheels in the front are so fat that they actually touched the control arm back there. So I had to run 15mm spaces, 3mm spaces. And obviously you put 3mm spaces on, you lose 3mm worth of thread. And I just didn't like it. It just didn't feel safe. So also I wanted to match that fitment. This is a 15mm spacer, bolt-on. I prefer bolt-on spacers because obviously they bolt on. You get all the thread in the world and you're a happy boy, right? Now, here it is, cool. Now, I've never had any issues with ripping out this chrome trim, but I don't want those issues. So, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it into little pieces. No, we're not. Now, let me show you what I'm doing. As y'all can see, you got screws all the way up. Now, from this one, I think we're gonna, possibly could come up to issues, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cut it. I need to cut it back from here, all the way around. Now, keep in mind, my fronts aren't that rolled. So, if I pull it out to there, you can see that's how much at the top we have to cut off, because that is overhang of the plastic bit over the lip, and that, sorry about the focus, damn, that is them lined up. So I've got to cut that much off the top and all the way around, just to that screw point in there and that screw point in there. So it's almost out, a couple screws, and then I'll show you the cut. This is what probably you guys are going to want to do if you're running something aggressive and you want to keep this chrome trim. You can be more aggressive, you can cut like all of it out, just like mine are on the back. As you can see, from this screw point, it's cut out completely all the way, and we've actually glued it in here so the top doesn't flap around like a wizard sleeve. All right, let's rip this off and give it a cut. All right, we're inside, and you see that line? See it on my thumb? See that scratched line? That's what we're gonna cut off. So it's about 5mm, and we're gonna go from that hole there all the way to this hole here, because as you can see, your wheel is going to be like here, so like it's never going to touch at the front, never going to touch at the back. So you just want to take from there to, where was it, that one? That one? I don't know. I think we're going to that one. Yeah, we're going to that one because it's a little bit lower, just so that your wheel can't grab it. It's going to grab anything. It's going to grab the metal and ruin my life. But whatever. Let's cut it. Now, to cut it, I'm actually going to use a grinding, like a flappy disc, and just all the way across. You heard that? All the way across. All right. Not going to cut it. Well, I might. Depends how that works. If that just kind of like slaps it around, then that's not going to be great. Then I'll just use this. But let's see how we go. This is metal. I thought it was plastic. So you're going to need something substantial. All right, and there you have it. So just cut that out. Well, I actually used the cutting disc straight up because it was way easier. Cut, and then the little flappy disc to clean it up. Done job. Let's go chuck it back in. Whew. All right, we're done. Just took my trolley jack for a walk up the footpath because I had to take it around the other side of the house so my neighbours hate me again. Now, as you all probably know, when you jack your car up in the air and you put it back down, your wheels stick out like that and the car sits way higher. So I'm going to start it, go for a little cruise, let it just sit. Literally going to go to the end of the road and back, park it inside and see what it looks like. See what it looks like. Wow. English, Adam. And then I'm going to bag it out, because I want to make sure that the wheels still tuck in. They should. From my measurements, it was exactly 15mm to touching the edge of the chrome trim. You know, like the chrome trim's there, and then you get the little edge. Obviously, I've cut about 5mm off that. So I should have like 5mm clear. I guess we're gonna find out. All right, so this is at the highest height. They look like they're perfectly matching to me. Keep in mind, the front is higher than the rear. I've got a 30mm kit in the front, 50mm in the back, so obviously it does that. So I'm gonna drop it down to my parking height and see what it looks like there. And then we'll go all the way to the ground. All right, so this is my parked position. That's kind of like I've got a setting that drops the front a little bit, just so like it looks nicer when it's parked up. And to be honest, I'm actually gonna measure right now. I might change this to my driving height, maybe a little higher in the front. I mean, the Supra has 95mm clearance in the front and gets away with getting over things. So I'm gonna see what this is. And I mean, it's probably about 95. It's probably a little lower than 95, but you know what I mean. All right, now, as you can see up in here, still got gap. And now we're not gonna touch this, but the next thing we would touch is that metal lip. But let's drop it and see if we do. So let's have a look at this. Millimeters. Look how close that is, boys. Oi, that looks sick. That is what I wanted, boys. That is what I wanted. Yes. That looked dope. All right, boys, she clears. I'm stoked. It's literally like a millimeter. I took a photo. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but there's the tire. Oh man, it's like millimeter clearance now. So same as in the back, millimeter clearance. Still bags out, still tucks up just as high as it did. So happy. Oh man, I'm wrapped. I'm so wrapped. And it's weird, I drove it on the road and it felt, I don't know, it felt better. I don't know. I think just because I know it looks better. Now, what is the rules with bolt-on spacers, boys and girls? After 500 kilometers, we jack it back up, take the wheels off, and check the bolts, okay? You gotta make sure, bolts, nuts, whatever, the nuts. You gotta make sure the nuts and tight after 500 Ks. Did I do that in the Supra back in the day? No. Should I have? Like, I guess, but the wheels never came off, so I'm gonna do it on this because now I'm not 18 and I make slightly smarter decisions. But I'm wrapped. I am so wrapped. Oh, ooh, I'm so stoked. I wasn't even gonna make a video out of this, but I knew that you guys would want to see like how I cut that plastic trim out, or metal trim out. Sorry, it looks plastic. It's metal with like a rubber layer. But yeah, I'm stoked. It's needed that the whole time. It's needed that. Yeah, let's go with that. It's the Needville. It's really needed that. So the fronts were always just a little bit off. So yeah, now when it drives, you know, yeah, I could get in trouble for it because the rim just sticks out of the guard, but the front and the rear just sticks out of the guard. It doesn't look like I've got perfect fitment on the back and just some wheels on the front, you know? So I'm wrapped. It does really need a clean, but it's been like bad weather lately. And I'm a lazy boy, what can I say? I cleaned this the other day, but I haven't cleaned this yet. I was gonna clean it today before this video. So you guys, like, well, I wasn't gonna make a video actually, but I wanted, you know, myself, because like this is gross. And I want to take photos, so but screw it. I made a video out of a dirty car. Love it. Thanks for coming along, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Like, for real, subscribe. If you're still here, you're an absolute legend. I can't believe you stuck around to the end. You're sick. Thank you. Yeah, but please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to turn notifications on, but if you do, you're even more of a sick boy. Or girl, like, or whatever you are. Yeah. Thanks for coming. See you in the next one.